Hello there. For my today's demo, I would like to show you what you can do to actually create your own capture page, regardless of what kind of company you're part of. This happens to be one of the people inside of my 8,000 people that are in my business group, and I allow them to post whatever they want as long as it's legitimate business. And this lady has obviously a Mary Kay business, and so she has right now. This is very seasonal. Obviously, you would, if you were to use this as, you could still use this picture as a really cool way to get people to actually come to your website. But then you would want to actually have their link show up as a capture page. Now, why do I say a capture page? Is because this is where this link is going right now. This link takes you to her actual sign up page, which is a replicated page that Mary Kay gives everyone that is part of that company. It is full of all these links all through here, links everywhere. I mean, it's got all of these different kinds of products. And then the problem is that most people, when they see this much information, they're just going to click away, and you're not going to get them to actually be part of your company. So what can they do instead? What I always do for my clients and teach them how to do it for themselves is to actually, I have Power Lead System, and what I do is I actually would go and copy a web page, and for this demo I went ahead and chose one that was generic enough that it would fit the bill. It looks like this. Of course, we're going to change all of this information. We're going to leave the background, and we're going to make it go to this page right here so that she at least captures that person's information first. And then she can actually have emails going to that person to actually keep up with them and to keep on communicating with them. And what's nice about this page is that you have their first name and their email, so you will be able to do that. And so instead of it going to this great big page full of links going all different kinds of directions, and the only real option is to sign in, and you're not a consultant yet, so most people are not going to say yes to that, but they might say yes to being on your list so that they can learn more. So I'm going to actually copy this page, and I'm going to slide all the way down the bottom and make myself a copy, which is going to take me to the next stage. And I chose one that I knew I didn't have to mess with the background, because that's more complicated. So that's going to bring us to an edit page that's going to allow us to change this. And so, of course, I'm not going to use this name. It's not one that I want to use for that purpose. So I'm going to call this My Mary Kay Demo. And this is for my benefit only. It's not what she's going to see. And then what I'm going to put up here is learn more about Mary Kay. We might do a little bit more with this if this was actually this person's something good here. But another thing is that she has some little bit of cool copy right here. And if she wanted it to just be generic, and if she's going to use this image, we could actually use that in our purposes here. I might just do this, and we could actually make a copy and change this later. We don't want the hashtag, so we'll take that out, and we don't want that question mark. So we are going to do this. So learn more about Mary Kay. Candy plus Mary Kay. Yeah, let's go ahead and use that. I couldn't dream of a better Halloween. So this is her come on, and I already created a demo page. So we're going to use that page. We're not going to send any automated emails yet unless we created them. And then where it's going to end up is here. Now, that still doesn't mean that this person is going to get them to join that very moment. But we want it to actually go to her website. So we're going to say this. So now we have the option of changing our images or keeping it the same. For this purposes, I'm not going to change the image. So now we are on the last stage, and of course this information here is incorrect, but we need to grab a little bit of something, and this doesn't allow me to grab that, but let's see if we can find a piece of some kind of copywriting from the actual site. Merrymakers. Okay, these are gift sets that are available for probably Christmas. I don't see anything that actually is about Halloween, even though she has that. So we might actually change our change this to say something a little different. She did talk about Halloween in that picture. If she was going to use that, we could say something like, let's get the party started. Let's put that on this part right here. And then we want another little piece of something from the site. We have something about gift sets. For all the holidays, we're going to say, because she can use this longer than just for the Halloween this year. And one more piece that we can say something else. We should have another reason why they're going to join, not be on the site, not just because of that website that we're going to send you to, but we're going to say something like, I will, whoops, we don't want that. Help you make this holiday season So what do we want to say? Mary Kay, what are they saying on their site that could be used? See, we're not copying the Mary Kay part, but new products, skincare. We'll just say amazing, because I don't know what else to say. And we'll say something like, you never looked this great before. And then we're not going to have this little piece down here say this, because of course, enter your name and email to get my personal consultation. And I think that would do it. So now we have a completed, updated website. So we're going to save this, and it'll let us view this now. So it went from this one to this one. So now this lady would have, if she thought it was worth it for her to do this, she has a way to capture people's information. She has a way to get back to them so that they will not just click away, because what happens in a situation like this is they just click away, and you never even have any way of knowing who has even visited your site. But the very moment that they put in their name and email in here, then you are going to see that it is going to take you exactly where you want to go. And so this actually I didn't put anything in here, but let's just, for the fun of it, put something in here. And then we're going to say Lynda's testing at Gmail, because this is just going to be one I'll delete. And it's going to take me to here. And then it's going to take me to her site. And I didn't enter that correctly. I don't know why. 46. Oh, that's an I. 465I. It's saying I'm already subscribed, but it would have actually gone here, which is exactly, I do have it set up correctly, but because I've used that same email several times, it obviously didn't let me go all the way. But this is where it would end up, is it would take you, it would gather that person's information, and then it would take you here. And that is, you know, even if they do click away after they have put in their information to go here, that alerts you in your email that you now have somebody that looked at your site. And now you can go find out about this person, and you can actually go and talk to this person that wanted to know more about how to get involved with you and your Mary Kay company. So this is just as simple as it gets. Obviously, we can even do a little bit more modification, but this is pretty cool and fun, and it doesn't matter what company you're in, as long as it's something legitimate, you can do this.